Listen up. This pain you feel? It's the poison of broken startup cultures suffocating your potential. The endless burnout, the silent fights over vision, the talent slipping through your fingers like sand because the culture's stuck in neutral or worse, toxicity. It's crushing the fire inside every founder, every leader who's desperate to build something real, something that lasts. What few will tell you, the secret to smashing through isn't more hustle, isn't copying Silicon Valley cliches or surface-level perks. It's about tearing down the illusions you've been fed about what culture means and creating something fierce, raw, and unbreakable. First, burn the playbook that says culture is just fun Fridays or fancy gadgets. That's shallow filler. Real culture is a battlefield where every single person's values, purpose, and freedom intertwine. And if you get this wrong, the whole thing collapses. You must crave brutal honesty. Not polite nodding, but gut-wrenching truth that rips comfort away because comfort is the enemy of progress. Demand every single team member to know their why so deeply it hurts to forget. Strip away every excuse hiding behind vague mission statements. Make transparency your religion. Every success, every failure, everything laid bare. This is how trust gets forged in fire, not with empty slogans. Next, obsession with growth? Stop. Obsession with meaning is the only growth worth chasing. Push your team to obliterate inherited assumptions, especially about themselves. Leaders kill their startups when they cling to outdated roles, when they drown in their own legacy instead of reinventing themselves daily. Rewire your environment so it's okay, hell, mandatory, to rethink and redefine every single rule, role, and relationship. This dismantling is the gate to true innovation and survival. If you don't evolve, you perish. Don't allow anyone to be imprisoned by their old titles, their comfort zones, or their expertise. Get ruthlessly fluid. Now the elephant in the room. How often do your best ideas die because no one dares to say them? Build culture so fierce in psychological safety that the voice that scares, the unpopular truth, and the radical suggestion become your startup's lifeblood. No more silencing fear or ignoring discomfort. Root out the culture of yes men and echo chambers. Invite the rebel, the misfit, the voice willing to tear apart the status quo. These are the lifelines to breakthroughs. This isn't about democracy, it's about elevating the sharpest, even if uncomfortable, truths into the spotlight. Demand debate, instigate chaos. Only relentless challenge breeds unstoppable strength, and don't confuse diversity with tokenism. Real startup culture is a living, breathing ecosystem where wildly different minds clang, connect, and create thunder. If your culture feels safe because everyone looks, thinks, or acts like each other, that's a cancer. Chase perspectives so different they unsettle your assumptions. That's how unseen risks become opportunities. Diversity isn't a checkbox. It's your biggest competitive edge or your slowest poison hiding behind sameness. Here's the brutal truth. Most startups die because they settle. They settle for mediocre connections. They settle for comfortable hierarchies. They settle for safe ideas. Your culture must deny settle at every turn. Create relentless momentum where every person's growth is non-negotiable. No one is a passenger, and everyone is a builder of the future. This is how you create a network of founders so tightly linked in vision and values that failure feels impossible because you evolve faster than any external threat. Finally, smash through the myth that startups can't build culture remotely or without endless resources. Founders, culture is your ultimate leverage. Connect deeply, build rituals that matter, and hold everyone accountable to your core values, wherever they are. Your culture becomes your secret weapon, outpacing cash or product alone because it breeds resilience, speed, and raw power. So stop waiting for culture to happen. Force it. Scratch and claw for it every damn day. Make your startup culture a savage force field that crushes complacency, fuels innovation, and spits out the impossible. This is your battle, your revolution, and your startup's survival depends on winning it. Don't just build a company, build a culture so alive, so authentic, so unbreakable that it carries you beyond limits you didn't think you had. Every second wasted in an average culture is a second lost. Grab this moment, own it, transform it, because the future is only for those who dare to disrupt their own reality first.